So Makita's got over $1 million. Tony G's got over $1 million. Haxton started the hand with close to 600K. And Makita is going to see the flop for 14K more. I am playing well.
Playing great.
Sometimes, yeah. And then sometimes like ass.
Well, I think the good playing outweighs the bad, right?
I play better than the majority of the time. So it's all good.
So
it's going well.
Is it like, I know last year was one of your biggest upswing years ever, probably your best year you've ever had playing poker, right?
Yes.
Are we off to a better start than last year?
We're off to just as good a start. I had a really hot January.
Tell me about it.
I think I won like 5 or 6 sessions in a row. Little downswing the last few sessions, but one of them was a pretty big win.
That's great.
Like large 5 figures.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. And then you guys are you're playing on stream over at Texas Card House as well too, right?
We played one stream game over at TCH with Bryn Kenny, who's nice. the biggest leading money winner in tournaments, I guess, in the world. Yeah. He has like 80 million in cashes.
That's insane, man.
And even him, he is not immune to losing and to tilt and to getting a little steamed up and a little pouty.
He had a tough day.
He did, and he got quiet real quick, which was pretty comical for a guy with 80 million in cashes.
Yeah, I mean...
He came in, he introduced himself to everyone, super nice, and then started losing some pots, got a little quiet, and then I stacked him in a spot where I turned 10s full and he flopped trips. And he stood up, didn't say a word to the table, turned around and walked out.
He just left.
Just walked out. Like, all right, well, it was nice meeting you.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
You know, dude, I mean, I think no matter what, losing stinks.
Exactly.
But I've noticed this about you. You did say you lost in the last 2 sessions, right?
Yeah, the last few sessions I've been on a little losing streak.
But the losing sessions that you're doing seem to like affect you less because you've been winning in other places, which is obvious, you know?
Sure.
Like it doesn't matter how good of a poker player you are going to lose in spots.
Yeah, I sat down at a stream at Lodge 2 weeks ago and I got kings and Pierre got aces. We got it all in, I lost. Mm-hmm. And then I got queens and Pierre got aces again and I got it all in and lost. Woof. And then I got aces and I got it all in versus king 10 and the guy beat me with king 10.
Oh my God.
So it was like 3 hands back to back to back where I just got crushed.
That's what happens. You end up with your face down in the cowboy.
The picture of me putting in 15 grand with queen 3.
So would you say it's more so like your comfort level with losing is making you play better and win more? Or would you say like it's the fact that you're winning more is able to tolerate the losses a little bit better?
I mean, just with everything I do off the felt and playing for so long, getting rattled has become tougher and tougher for me to get rattled. Mm-hmm. So like to take a 2-outer for a big pot, like I've been through it so many times that I know the only thing that's going to happen if I get rattled is I'm going to play worse.
Yeah.
So reacting to bad beats, talking about being unlucky, all these things, they're just gonna like negatively affect hands going forward. So not giving it any energy whatsoever. I was just in a session a few days ago and my buddy Alex was on my right and he's been going through a major downswing for months.
Bulldog?
No.
Okay.
Different Alex. He's been going through a major downswing for a few months and I keep telling him the only thing that helps is taking a long break from the game to get a reset. Mm-hmm. And he just can't pull the trigger on taking a long break. And he got in a hand where he was up like 30,000 in the session. And the game was so good. He wanted to cash out to book a win for his morale, but he couldn't get himself to cash out because the game was too good. And then he gets in the spot versus a VIP where he has ace king there's 3 or 4 bets pre-flop, and the flop comes ace, king, 8. And so he has the perfect hand to get all this guy's chips. And they get in a 40K pot. The turn's a 7, and the river's a 6. And the guy called like a $1,500 bet on the flop with 9-10.
Oh my God.
So he called with 9-10 high. The board was ace, king, 8, rainbow. He called with a backdoor flush draw and backdoor straight draw, which a hand that you're never going to see coming. And the turn's at offsuit 7, river's an offsuit 6. He's got top 2, and the guy rivered the nut straight. And he loses a 40K pot. And then he gets, and then like 2 hands, I swear, it's just like karmic, whatever.
Yeah.
The energy out there, the like a few hands later gets ace, king, another guy gets aces, boom, he's stacked. He loses all of his money. But immediately after the 9-10 hand, where he had ace, king, he could not stop going like, oh, I'm so unlucky. Oh, like, how is this hand real? Oh, like it was talking this out loud.
And that has compounding effects. Psychologically.
Of course it does. It clouds your mind, and then it affects future hands. I'm not saying he shouldn't have got it in with ace, king a few hands later, but maybe if he was completely clear-headed, he might take a different route. Who knows? But hearing his reaction to the hand, I was like I know he needs to take a break, because the healthy reaction and someone that is in full control
is that we're on the bad side of variance right now, and there's going to be impossible beats that seem impossible, but it's just the way it goes sometimes.
Well, if you're in a healthy mindset and that happens to you, you say, wow, okay, nice hand. You can say it out loud in your mind's eye, but you don't give it energy, you don't react. Wow, like, okay, nice hand. And then you're immediately on to the next hand. Mm-hmm. That hand's gone. Like, no more. Don't harp on it. Don't think about it. Play the next hand. Like the last hand never happened. And that takes a long time to get to that point where like you stop caring. But that's when you become dangerous. That's when all these, even when I have a bad session, I'm reducing my losses that way, where like, I think that session I was stuck 35K at my low point, and I ended up losing 23. Those are wins. Like, you're going to have losing sessions, but how much do you lose when you lose? Like, did you play optimally, and you maxed out your session where like I could have lost 40 that day, but I lost 23 instead. And that has like a compounding effect like throughout the year.
Yeah. Bad beats come with the territory.
Yeah.
And, like you've talked a decent amount about how you've got all these practices off the felt, you're doing TM, transcendental meditation, and you talked a lot about like subconscious confidence, right? Or subconscious competence.
Competence, yeah.
Yeah. Now, when you're like getting killed like that, you're having a tough day on the felt. Is it a conscious thing where you're going, hey, I'm having a bad session, I need to like not let this affect me? Or is it just so ingrained that it's just becoming natural at this point?
It's just ingrained.
Yeah.
I also there are sessions where I just play bad. Those are the ones where I tap out, or I
you're able
tell
to
myself
get
to
up.
quit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a session at a private game a couple weeks ago where I called off with like deuces on a 8-8-3 4-5 board, and the guy had quad eights, and the whole hand just the way it went down, I could tell I was reaching, and I was really kind of just praying for him to like have a bluff, and I lost a massive pot that I had no business like calling down in. It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I was trying to make something happen, and like I called his river shove, and I started laughing. And I was like, wow, I'm playing bad, and I quit shortly after that.
Yeah, I feel like trying to make something happen is the situation where you get in the most trouble.
Yeah,
where you're kind of forcing it. You're trying to put a square peg through a round hole.
Yeah, playing bad is that's what's that's what really gets under my skin. And that's, if I'm playing bad, all right. Like, I think poker is a sport. And you're just going to have bad days sometimes. You're not always going to play great. Like some days you're going to wake up and play poorly. It happens in every other sport, and there's no rhyme or reason. And so I think recognizing that in poker, a lot of people, I think, avoid that and kind of push that under the rug. Like, oh no, it's like they contributed to something else. But no, some days you're just going to play bad, and recognizing, okay, I'm playing like shit today. Mm-hmm. I need to go home and sleep. I need to go do something else. Tomorrow's a new day. It's a good night's sleep. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to feel different and hopefully play better.
Yeah. And I think, like, to the sport point, it's, if you look at NBA players, right? There's nights where the three does not land. The Boston Celtics are a huge
sure, no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, well, the Celtics sort of live and die by the three, and they just chuck up threes a lot, and you're going to think, okay, they're going to fucking lose because they're shooting too many threes, and on this night they missed 10 in a row. But they kind of understand that some nights the shooters are just going to go cold, and you're going to lose that game. But over the course of the season, you're going to win 70-80%, and you got a decent chance at making the finals. So we'll take those bad beats. We'll take those nights where we're off. And, I think it's more than just statistical variance, because if you look at a guy like, Steph Curry, who's just wet with it, or even Klay Thompson, I think, is the better example. Klay goes out one night, he drops like 55 points. He had one of the greatest nights in NBA history. And I think even he would tell you that wasn't just some statistical variance thing. For whatever reason, the hand was just connecting that night, right? Like, he was just fucking wet with it. Couldn't stop hitting. And then you have the opposite night where you just can't make one. And the answer isn't like, okay, sometimes the answer is, I need to power through, try to figure this out. We got to win this game. And sometimes the answer is, dude, fucking bench me, or I'm going to start, or maybe I won't shoot the three. I'll start shooting twos and dunking. Yeah. What?
Wet with it? Is that I've never heard that. I should trademark that.
I don't know if that's something that's been said, but Brandon, have you ever heard wet with it?
I have not. I think you could have that. It's gonna get sexualized for sure. Like that. That actually might be a shirt at Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah,
that's already like a nasty little shirt.
Brandon, there's some dust on this microphone here.
Yeah,
this mic stand.
I'm so sorry, my lord.
Yeah, dude. What the hell?
2 points.
That's my bad.
And you didn't remind me to get my coffee out of my car this morning when I came here.
You're right. I'm being a bad intern.
Yes.
It's my bad.
It's a paid internship.
I know. I've been promoted to paid intern. This is so exciting. I got promoted from producer.
You're fucking up so bad, dude. My coffee's in the car because I forgot it.
That's my bad.
What the hell? What do we have for today?
I think I brought a couple clips with us, and this is one that I kind of wanted to go with here.
Which one?
This is a Tony G call that I thought was pretty damn impressive.
This is from that game we broke down last week too.
Yeah, this is the Triton poker hand. We got an absolute stellar lineup here. You see your boy Jungle Man, who JC did beat heads up, which is pretty nuts. Triton poker, that's going down overseas, right? Where's Maestrel Resort and Casino? Brandon, you mind looking that up? It's got to be.
Is it Montreal? What did it say?
It said Maestrel.
Oh.
I'm going to say Montenegro. Wow. Okay.
Meet me in Montenegro.
Well, they're trying to make it look a little bit more Chinese because they're putting the Chinese characters up there. But what a beautiful spot, man.
Can you turn the volume up in my mic a little bit?
Gamble.
Thank you.
Gamble.
That's much better.
All right, here we go. We got a big Tony G call.
I would rather look at pictures of the beach, but we can do this too.
Now today, I picked all the hands. JC has no idea what we're looking at, so here we go.
Looks like Makita's in the 8,000
Wow,
straddle.
look at this. This is so long ago that they weren't calling Jungle Man. They were calling him Cates.
Yeah, his name's Dan Cates.
I know, but I think this is before the nickname was even crowned.
He's always had the nickname. It comes from Full Tilt days.
All right, so Bodkowski's under the gun with Queen 7 offsuit.
He is in the under the gun straddle for 8K. Okay, so he's incentivized huge to play this pot. Tony G opens the small blind to 22,000.
King 9 offsuit. And then Haxton's next to act big blind with Jack 10 offsuit.
Yeah. This opens slightly small.
You can explain that. With King 9, would you be going a little bit bigger in the small blind?
Yeah, maybe a little bigger. But I mean, this is like a standard button sizing, I think. But small blind, probably want to go a little bigger. But it's a small thing. It looks like Haxton is going to come with the call. How deep are they? They're all playing super deep. So Makita's got over $1 million. Tony G's got over $1 million. Haxton started the hand with close to 600K. And Makita is going to see the flop for 14K more. So there's 70 in the middle. Tony G is going to be first to act. Flop is 7 King Jack.
Tony G with top pair. Gonna fire out. Haxton's got.
He's gonna c-bet 20K. This is probably gonna go call, I imagine.
Let's see. I like it when you don't know what's gonna happen. You have to throw some predictions out there. Wow. Okay.
Haxton comes with the call.
Has seen Tony G make a lot of bluffs, random stabs.
I mean, if we're not calling, we're gonna start representing like bottom set. But no, all right, yeah, just call.
Kid knows ball, nails it without having seen it. All right, we're up to 130K in the pot.
Turn deuce.
Tony G still winning with top pair, 76% chance of victory here.
70,000 euros, half the pot.
So he bets roughly half pot.
The best hand. This image has really been paying off.
This is a nice sizing. Haxton's put in a really difficult spot here with middle pair, like medium kicker with a caller behind. He's probably going to get out of the way and just fold.
Tony G. But then again, Tony G's been betting random hands, so it could just be like a 5-4 offsuit. Yeah. Haxton's going to fold one of them.
So Makita is probably pretty aware that Haxton had something, and Haxton was in a uncomfortable position. So Makita, could be thinking Haxton very well folded a jack, and now he's just wondering if Tony has the king. But I think the announcer talked about Tony's image paying off. I'm imagining Tony's been really active and really splashy in this game.
Yeah.
So he can do this with a really wide holding. So
he's also probably constantly talking shit, which I think
he's probably going to hold on here with bottom pair, knowing that Haxton.
So help me understand this.
Haxton likely folded the best hand if Tony G's bluffing.
A guy with middle pair lays it down, but you think the guy with the queen is going to call, or the guy with the bottom pair is going to call. Why is that?
Well, he could be putting, he's putting Tony G on air or a bluff, and he's putting, Haxton being in between two players is a really tough spot to continue in the hand because you don't know if the player behind is going to raise.
Got it.
So it's just a very uncomfortable position, and also you don't have top pair beat.
So first and last to act is far superior to being stuck in the middle.
Last to act is definitely superior.
Okay.
Might be going through Bodzikowski's mind.
So there's two different ways to play this if he's going to continue. It's call or raise, and if you're raising,
it is going to call here a third pair.
This makes more sense.
In the middle.
You're going to keep in all the bluffs that Tony G has. His ace highs, his queen highs, his queen tens, his queen nines, his ace 10, ace queen. You are blocking some of these hands, so it's
Tony G is still value betting.
You probably would rather have 7 8, 7 6 7, 7 5. But yeah, now Tony G bets 120 and a 270.
120,000 euros.
Just pure value from Tony. This is such a tough spot, especially like the guy's, super capable and he's been splashing really hard. But this feels like value. At this point, this really feels like value.
Yeah, feels like he's got something and he's trying to get a few more dollars out of you.
Yeah.
He's trying to make a play.
Well, these sizings on turn and river, they're pretty milky. You know, they're kind of inviting a call.
And Tony G is completely.
Do you think you have to call in that position, or you just lay it down?
No, this is a tough spot. You can't beat value, so anything that he's value betting has you crushed. You flop bottom pair. So if he's value betting, you know, aces, ace, king, king, queen, king 10, king 9.
Random hands.
I like that we just looked it up, and I just realized on the bottom it does say Montenegro 2019.
Queen 9. Can sleep 7 hours. But there's a lot.
Thinking about it for a sec, but
Well,
it's a tough spot.
I think all the options are going through his head: raise, call, or fold.
And what would you do in that?
So he raises to 400,000. So he's taking his bottom pair. I think he identified that he's getting value bet, and he can't beat value. So once he identifies that, calling goes out the window, and then you have to fold or you have to raise. So now he's applying tons of pressure to a player that is
top pair, no kicker. Wow,
value betting light.
Tony G with the call.
On the very last hand. I'm the best.
Yeah.
The best. Yes. The best.
So there's an old saying.
Do you like Tony G's shit talking like that? Do you think it's funny, or do you think it's inappropriate?
I think it's fine. I think poker needs characters like that. He's an established character. Like Yeah, Tony G's the man.
Apart.
But there's an old, saying in poker, that hand really describes it or perfectly. It's a perfect analogy for it. It's you don't bluff a guy richer than you.
Yeah.
Tony G has a fuck ton of money, and so he really tried to play above the rim there and punish a light value bet. Mm-hmm. So Tony's taking a line with one pair, like a weak kicker, and like it's a risky value bet because it's hard to call a raise. And Makita put him to the test, and he is
So you've talked a lot about
richer than him, so he passed the test.
So people, you've said in the past, like, if you're gonna bluff, you have to tell a story that makes sense. What is the story that he's trying to tell on that hand, and why did Tony G know that it's just like a fable?
Well, I mean, he could have 3 7s. Mm-hmm. The way the hand played, he can have 3 7s in his range. He's just going to call pre-flop with. He's not going to 3-bet to 3 7s or 2 7s. So, but he is. Yeah, he's representing a pretty narrow set of hands there. Like the other hands he's representing are a rivered 2 pair, 7-8 suited, 7-8 off is going to play like that. I think 9-10 also plays like that. So he flopped a gut shot.
Yeah, because 9-10 you would have hit the straight right there.
Well, he flopped a double gutter with 9-10. Mm-hmm. So a queen or an 8 make him the nut straight. The 8 makes him the nut straight. Queen makes him second nut straight.
And he flopped the 8 on the river, right?
And the river was an 8. So yeah, his value there is 7-8, 9-10, set of 7s. And so yeah, there are some hands that make sense, and those probably went through his mind, and he tried to represent those. But you're bluffing a man with zero fear.
Yeah.
And typically when you're facing those opponents, it's good to have it because they don't give a shit and they'll call.
Do you think in that situation, like we talked about a couple episodes, Jungle Man was counting the bluffs, right? You think Jungle Man in that situation would have been looking there and been like, hey, there's only a few bluffs that really make sense in this story. I'm going to call.
I mean, yeah, they do at every hand. I don't think Tony G was particularly counting the bluffs. I think he was just looking the guy up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look it up. Had your number.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That was a fun hand.
Thanks, man. I got another one for you.
Okay.
Here we go.
Even older.
Yeah, so we got Tony G again. Anytime that I bring up these like top 5 most epic, it seems like I'm just kind of phoning it in. But I watched a few of these, and there's 2 hands from this that really stick out. One, the lady that's in this hand has earned a ton of money playing poker. She's actually very good, really solid career. And this game just always had just an insane lineup. Tony G, Negreanu, you can see in frame right there.
It's called the big game or the loose cannon or something.
Yeah, the what do you call it? The announcing on these is like pretty funny, but or no, not the announcing on these. Sorry, but Tony G versus Vanessa Rousso. Let's let it rip.
I got to raise it 1,200.
Tony G's got 6'5" offsuit.
Yeah, the graphics aren't as good as the newer streams. So there's no position or blinds, but it looks like Tony opens a small blind, and Vanessa out of the big blind.
I think it's better betting in the dark.
And then Tony G hits exactly
she
what he...
traps. She just calls aces, and then Tony blind bets the flop and flops bottom two. So now it's on Rousso, who's probably going to put in a raise.
Tony bets in the dark and flops 2 pair.
This is
Dark raise. That's hiding commitment to
this
the
is
game.
time to raise.
Tony G, Karma has left the building. I think we're about to see 2 people committed to this pot.
Vanessa raises to 5,000.
Tony's probably going to click it back. Yeah, 15, 20.
Tony re-raises to 20 grand.
Yeah, that's about right.
You can get it all in.
So you see that look on her face?
Tony
Is she
G's
going, oh,
very
fuck, you might have
confident.
something better than aces?
You ready?
No, she's pretty happy about this.
Whether he's strong or bluffing, Vanessa's going to have a hard
She has
time
kings
getting
and
away from
queens
this one.
dominated.
You
You know,
If you win the
any
hand,
jack
you keep it
dominated.
Don't believe
There's a
you.
flush draw on board. That's one of the best players in the
Tony's
world
added
on the
unspeakable
table right
equity to
there.
this
Really,
pot.
in the
Scott Seaver.
blue button down?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He's one of the all-time greatest poker players, greatest poker minds.
He's dressed like
Tony's
your
bottom
second
of
cousin at a wedding, you know? He's like,
Yeah, he's.
Which may make Vanessa
I
think
don't really have a
he's a
tie
boss.
or a jacket, but
Oh my God,
Rousso has
Tony G
top
hates this
set.
card.
hello nasty. As
Oh,
Tony
look
G
at that
would say,
facial
ace
expression
from
right there.
space, and Vanessa
So,
has gone from 0
The thing
to
about these
hero.
kind of cards is, you know, they really suck for bottom two, because it's now, if your opponent has, you know, king jack, queen jack, jack 10, it's really hard to get value as bottom two now, because now there's a flush on board. So it kind of kills your action. It's an action killer. And it also, when the opponent has a flush draw, you just got, you know, now you're behind. So it's a really ugly card for Tony
G
on the
does
turn.
have a flush draw.
But you can still value bet.
10,000.
This is nice.
You could shut me right up.
How?
Well, by being all in and winning the pot. Punch in the face.
Just push the button. That ace dramatically improves Vanessa's hand, but if she put Tony on spades, he just got there
She just calls.
on
I
spade
like this
watch.
too.
you like just calling there?
Yeah, now they're both just they're both wanting a blank. A deuce
Tony
tray
checks in the
4,
dark.
8, 9, 7, 8, 9. Something that's not a spade.
The river, a sick
Oh
card.
God.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Now you got to show some guts. Can you bet this, or you gonna make a really weak check now on the end? Go on, Vanessa. You can do it.
For Vanessa, best card ever. Full
Tony's
house
getting
over full
stacked.
house.
Yeah.
All in.
Call.
Ace is full.
Wow, very nice. That's the best. Very nice.
You got screwed?
I got a full house too on the end.
Wow.
Wow.
Flush draw.
Yeah, he just got cooler.
That shut me up.
Reminds me of that Bond call where they go, full house beat by an even bigger full house. What do you think?
I was just studying like her stare down on the river when she already had aces full.
Yeah, go back to that little stare down.
Pretty easy to stare someone down when you have the absolute nuts.
And she's looking him up.
That look right there. That look right there. That's strong. Just is like that just doesn't look like a face that doesn't have it.
Yeah.
That's just like yeah. I like that. That's not a nervous face.
Yeah, it's a good way to get all the chips in the middle right there. Ace, give somebody a full house and beat them with a bigger full house.
Oh,
All right, let's let it rip.
absolute cooler. We got a third one.
Yeah, we got a third one today. Once again, we got the OG Doyle Brunson. What a stacked table, man.
To the right of Brunson is Phil Locke, who I had built a friendship with the last few years.
Cool guy.
Got to play with him a couple times here in Austin. He's the best. He's the coolest. He's been on. He's like one of my poker. I've been watching him forever, since 15 years on high stakes poker, and he plays pretty tight now, but he's so fun at the table. He's such a good time.
I love that Doyle's logo hat is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I think you should start wearing that on stream.
All right, let's.
Raises to 2800.
Brunson opens with, what was that, 5-6 suited to 2800. Looks like he's in the cutoff.
Haven't heard much from
Tony in the small blind.
It's Tony G Day on the T1K podcast,
Yeah,
by the
it
way.
is.
Tony G's had good luck with that hand in this game. On Monday night, he flopped trip jacks and raked in almost 200,000.
Ace 9 offsuit.
This is a nice
for the
three
reformed Phil
betting
Helmuth.
hand. Like, you got to make it big though.
Phil's got ace 9
Still thinking about
offsuit.
making a move here.
15K. Raises the pot. Are they playing pot limit?
A raise to 12,600.
Good question.
The loose
the
cannon.
hell?
Ooh, pair of Cowboys.
Loose cannon picks up kings.
He said raise the pot. They're playing. Are they playing pot limit hold'em?
I actually don't know. It's a good question.
Well, I think that they have to be playing pot limit. If he says raise the pot, you can't say that in no limit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're playing no limit hold'em, you say I raised the pot. People are just gonna stare at you.
You're like, what?
Yeah,
the
that
fuck?
doesn't. What? You have to pick the number.
Call.
But just a call.
All right.
They
So
called Wiggins the loose cannon because he's playing super loose and aggressive all
No.
day.
No.
Right?
Just call him 12.
No. They call him the loose cannon because he's an amateur and he's being staked into the game. And so he's playing with house money, but any money he makes on top of it, he gets to keep.
Half of it.
He gets to keep all the profit.
Wow.
So this was a concept that PokerStars did years and years ago. It's a great concept. It's all pros, and then you put one loose cannon in the game that is an amateur, and you stake them in the game. The show does, and if whatever they make in the game, they get to keep.
I'll take that deal. Damn good deal.
Yeah, it's a free roll.
Damn good deal.
All right, so
Let her rip, Brandon.
Yeah, Wiggins calls the.
Cold should be sending smoke signals into the sky.
This kind of
He may be trying to set a trap by just calling.
Yeah,
or
this
by
kind
not
of
re-raising.
entices,
Ernest giving
Doyle
and Tony
to-
both better odds to call behind him.
to put some money in
See
too.
Doyle's stacked. Just
31K in the
50
pot.
grand right now.
Doyle's only got
He's looking at
50K.
20% of his stack to call.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I know Tony's gonna call it, so I might as well too.
Hell yeah, Doyle. Show some gamble.
I love these
Gamble.
big pots.
It's a very loose call from Doyle.
Tony calls.
Loose call from Doyle, loose call from Tony G. This is a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50K in the 50K in the middle.
Danger of smooth calling with kings. Ernest has let
Brunson's
three
got
other
6-5
players into the
suited.
spot.
Tony G, Jack 10 off.
9-10-9 trip 9s for Helmuth.
Phil has
Helmuth
flipped
rolls
ahead
trip
with that
10,
limit.
trip 9s with
Loose
ace 9
cannon is
offsuit.
in
Tony
big
G's got
trouble
Jack
if
10
he can't get
offsuit.
away from this, and honestly,
Bet
Chris,
15K,
I
Phil.
don't see how he'll be able
Bet
to.
15.
Tony
Let's
G's
see.
checked on over to Phil Helmuth.
That flop looks like you, doesn't it?
No, Phil, I look like me.
Ernest very confident.
Yeah, 15.
17,000.
Okay, 17.
17K.
17,000.
If you look like me, why you bet so much?
Ernest is actually asking the right question, but isn't looking for an answer.
Wow.
All he can see are those two kings.
That's such a good feeling for Helmuth. You're in a 4-way 3-bet pot and you just flop trips.
I love you, Ernest.
Wiggins raises to 36K with 2 kings.
I was gonna raise.
Doyle gets out of the way with his low suited connectors. Tony G gets out of the way. Heads up.
Wow. This is almost certainly disaster for our loose cannon.
200,000.
Helmuth with the ace 9 off. He's got 3 9s, 85% equity.
My brother.
You got aces or kings or something or what?
Man, if I had aces or kings, man, I'd be the man right now, wouldn't I?
This is why this show's so fun.
Boy, oh boy. I don't think
That's
I have this here.
Daniel Negreanu's wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She's in the vlog all the time and stuff. Here we go.
Put it in. Put it in.
Kings.
All right, so Helmuth goes all in. Wiggins calls immediately, flips him over.
What were you slow rolling him for?
Maybe a 10's full. I mean,
Maybe he had 10s full. Oh my God. Get out of my private game, Phil Helmuth.
how
many
Maybe he had tens full.
Hey, thanks for asking me.
3 times?
Yeah, huh?
Maybe he had tens full.
He asked him how many times he wants to run it. He says 3 times.
If I remember this correctly, a king comes.
Yeah.
I watched all these shows back in the day.
You made it so much before the flop.
There's the robot memory right there.
I'm pretty sure a king comes.
JC stored that one in his RAM.
You want to deal it 4 times?
I think.
Wait, listen to this.
Wait. I remember.
Wait,
Yes,
pause for a sec, pause for a
it's
sec.
pure. This is pure fucking like joy.
What do you
this
think
hand.
happens if you remember?
I think Phil Helmuth loses 2 runouts. I think spades come and a king comes and he gets fucked and it's beautiful.
Yeah. So Wiggins I'm not saying yeah to that, but
Wiggins needs 2 spades or a king.
2 spades or a king.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That he was given the straight dope there with that little bit left. Wasn't it like
a little bit left? He had 50,000 left.
That's one of the
Oh.
forever.
No, that's not.
when you know he's
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's not a slow roll.
It's beautiful. Karma's beautiful. You slow roll the guy and then you get these runouts.
By the way, they got absolutely awful chairs for this set. I've sat in those many times. They suck ass.
12,600.
But he's right. It was a pretty sick slow roll.
It was a pretty slick.
like that in my whole life.
Were you folding? I can't get away from this. The whole speech. The guy's already in.
He's already got 80% of
Roll decide.
Well, you're the.
Everybody's just lighting.
He had 50,000 more. You
Phil
want? I'll
up.
bet he had at least 40,000
He put
more.
in
You want to bet?
36,000.
I'll bet he had 40 more before you count and look.
74, 74,
What's the difference?
300.
How can you ever have that beat?
You want to deal it 4 times or what?
Yeah.
4 times?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Chance to win.
Sure do. Cool.
You want to go 4 times. They decide to run it 4
Oh my God.
times.
God, I hope he loses all 4.
Wow, that's about
Three needs
50.
spades made.
And pretty much impossible to lose all 4, but
Runner.
So we'll see the turn and river 4 times with each pot worth a shade under 50 grand.
yeah, I definitely think he loses 2.
A jack of
Oh, now he can hit a queen.
King.
King or queen? King or queen?
the river and ace of diamonds. Round 1 goes
So
to
it doesn't hit the
Helmuth.
first one. Goes to
Made a
Helmuth.
full house. He's locked up at least 25% of this pot.
Run 2. The turn.
Bink.
King.
There we go.
There we go.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
If you ran it twice, you got your money back.
Damn. Oh, damn, I said 4 times, though. Damn, didn't I? Holy snap. Come on.
The river's a 3.
Come on.
I gotta stay back up.
Dog Ernest has won the second pot.
So that's cool. I'm feeling good.
All right, 1 of 1. So for 1 of 2.
Still alive.
That's what I'm saying.
Our loose cannon will stick around. Round 3.
Everybody's rooting for a spade.
Or a spade to win this run.
The river. It is a spade.
There we go. He gets the second one.
Yes.
That's the loose cannon. He's up 2-1.
So much fun. Look at that face.
Oh, this is like slow roll. One more time. One more time. Put a
There's a king of diamonds somewhere.
Ernest
Where's that
Wiggins
king
is
of
round
diamonds?
1, half the
All right.
Where's that king of diamonds?
So Wiggins has got guaranteed half. We're going for 3/4 right here on the 4th run.
Come on, one more.
And Granu's having the best day of his life right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
final run.
King of
Ernest's odds
diamonds.
continue to get worse and worse. Anyway,
He's miserable.
Queen on the turn.
Oh, Jack.
There's a jack.
King or Jack? King or Jack?
You want a jack? Jack, king. King or a jack? One time. There's 3 jacks left right now.
The final river card. It's a
King of diamonds, yes. It's real.
3 out of 4. That's with the worst.
I love that
Oh,
everyone.
I love that face. Hey, look at Doyle. Oh, the justice. Justice is real.
Everyone has a better time when Phil loses than when they win.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Listen to what Phil says here. It's so funny.
want a higher percentage of the pot. If you did it twice, 50%.
Phil deserved that. Doing that with ace 9.
Tony,
Yeah.
can you please shut up?
He's having fun.
I mean, come on, man. You just want to rub salt in my wound every time? Show some class.
Yeah. Show some class.
The hand.
Show some class.
To play like that.
Gomez with ace.
Oh, man. What a hand.
I love that everybody just loves rubbing it right in Helmuth's face, man.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Well, yeah, anytime somebody nit rolls someone, like has, like an absolute nutted hand and is, oh, I thought you might have had, the one hand better, which I've done before.
What do you mean nit roll? I've never heard that term before.
Nit roll is like, let's say you flop bottom set. So it's like king 5 deuce and you have deuces and the guy goes all in and you don't call right away. You're like, oh man, like, do you really have 3 kings? You really have 3 kings?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm like, I'm so sad you have 3 kings. I'm so upset. Oh, I guess you have it. I call, I just have 3 deuces. And the guy's sitting there with aces.
It's so funny.
And you take all of his money while complaining to him.
It's so fun being the guy that's like, being the guy that does something like nit rolling. And then when everyone busts your balls, you complain about it. Hilarious.
Yeah, pretty epic.
Like if you ran a private game, would you invite Phil to it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to, just because of his name.
Yeah.
And I think the antics are just his poker persona, his personality. I've heard he's the nicest dude off the poker table.
Really?
And yeah, just super genuine, super kind.
Do you think it's playing wrestling heel? Like
Yeah, I think that's a bit.
Yeah.
I think that's most of it. It's just like he's the poker brat, so he's that guy. But yeah, I've heard nothing but like nice things about him off the table.
No, that is awesome. Like you said, when you watch these streams, people are playing, a lot of these guys are characters.
It's a character.
And that character is fun to watch. As you can see, when he's playing that character, everyone at the table had a fucking blast watching that hand. And
watching him get sucked down on, yeah.
Yeah, and if you're the guy in that hand where you're going, oh, good game, absolute pleasure playing with you, that's not as much fun as have some class.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
being
drama.
the guy freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, I was talking to a buddy yesterday, the photographer, Ramon. He came over and we did his podcast.
Oh, sick.
And,
that's awesome.
Yeah, he was talking, we got on this topic somehow about, different players and characters. And when you play poker long enough, you meet the same style of players with different avatar or different faces.
Yeah.
It's you meet the same characters over and over and over. The poker brats, the nit rollers, the loose passive, the tight passive types of players.
Different people with different faces on.
Yeah, it's different faces, but same people. Sort
of like I see we got a little Mario Kart icon up there. The Toad right there. Toad kind of drives the same in Mario Kart as Baby Peach, but they couldn't look more different. But it's the same thing. Throw them in a little go-kart, put the little wheels on it, baby. We spin it.
Yeah.
We got a write-in question from Nick from Virginia. Hell yeah, dude. We got people writing in from all around the world, but we very rarely hear from our boys here in the United States, so let's go. Question from Nick from VA. How do you control the environment at your home game? Most people at our bi-weekly game throw very light action around the table. Most of our regulars have all been playing with each other for years, but recently some guys are bringing their friends who like to play total nits. I already told one guy to not come back, but I feel like this is a worsening problem. Any insight / experience would be great. You guys are great. Call Brandon gay for me. Brandon, you're gay.
Dude, fuck Virginia. Fuck the whole state. Fuck you, Nick.
JC, you want to call Brandon gay too?
Brandon, you're gay.
Thank you.
There we go. Sweet. Nick, we got it done for you. What do you think about that, JC?
Well, when you give people seats in your game, it's like kind of like it's tryouts.
Yeah.
And so, you see their report card at the end of the game. Like, did people enjoy playing with them? Were they playing too tight? So if you're letting some new faces into the game and they're playing way too tight, you don't invite them back. You don't put them back on the list for the following game. If they ask you, why they can't get in the game, or if it comes up, you just say, we like a little more action at this game. You're just playing too tight for the flow of the game. Also, if you're having difficulty with making the game, like getting it started and having enough players, my advice it's always better to not run than to run a bad game, because if the game gets the reputation of just full of nits and full of guys that aren't fun to play with, then the game's going to die anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's better to not run than run a poor game. So if you can't find enough players to play that week, just cancel the game for that week until you find guys that are the right fit.
And I would also say this too, saying that it's mostly regulars, guys that have been playing the game for a while, and these new guys are sort of not exactly what you're looking for. If you've got like a solid crew of bros that have been playing together for a while, and let's say it's like a group of 6 guys, and you put 9 people on the table, it's the usual number. Like those 3 spots should be coveted, So like if you need to be selective, sometimes it's good to be selective.
Well,
one thing that's really hard to do, I feel like in like today's society, is kind of just be a little tougher than you want to be, be selective,
be direct.
And I think when it comes to breakups, the longer you let it go on, the harder it is to do, man. So if you're not feeling it, cut them out early, nip it in the bud, baby. There we go. Sorry, you were going to say something.
Yeah, well, it's I mean, games they're ecosystems. And so there are going to be some guys that are better that get into the game, pros or whatever. So yeah, it's just really important that people enjoy playing with them. And the guys that are new that come to the game, you can pull them to the side and have a talk about these things. Like, there's not a lot of room for type players that people don't enjoy playing with. So you have to bring something to the table, either give better action or be enjoyable to be around. Or else, like you're just not going to get a seat.
Follow-up question. Have you ever been in a situation where you've kind of needed to kick someone from a game or not invite them back, and you've like dreaded it and had to do it?
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's uncomfortable, but you get used to it. It's kind of like, I would imagine it's kind of like firing someone.
It's a muscle that you strengthen with time, right? I'm sure like if you're the CEO of a company, your first firing is not easy to deal with, but after you've done it 5-10 times, you go, you know what, this guy stinks. We got to let him go.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good question.
Hell yeah. I think it's a great question. We haven't gotten something like that. So
Nick from Virginia.
Shout out, dude. And guys, keep the questions coming. We got the link in every episode as well as the Instagram bio. So hit us up.
Nick, protect your game quality. Game quality is the most important. And so if people are playing your game and they're not good for it, just they do not get seats.
There we go. All right, that's been the T1K pod. Keep those questions coming. I love you guys. I'm gay, so is Brandon.